What's up, guys? Darkdally here, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I'm here with my friend Slick Soda, and we're gonna test some weird crap out with the FN FAL. We all know the FAL shoots really wild, and we're trying to get to the bottom of that. Now, my theory is that all assault rifles like the vertical grips. Because all assault rifles in the game shoot generally vertical, the vertical grip keeps that vertical pattern down. Whereas SMGs tend to shoot off to the side, so you want the angled grips, which keeps them more vertical, because they already shoot a short vertical shot pattern, if you guys get my drift. Here, I'll tell you what, Slick, why don't you go ahead and fire your you have an MP5, don't you? Go ahead and fire that at the wall.
Unmodded, yep.
Unmodded MP5. See, SMGs tend to shoot off to the side. I'm going to select a completely stock, stripped down Mark 18 at the wall. And you see that assault rifles tend to fire vertical. So with assault rifles, this one is unmodded. This is a stock Mark 18. We'd want to put a vertical grip on it. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick. What we're doing here is we are demonstrating the failures of the FN FAL, but to do that, we need to do this first. So under barrel, we're going to put the V4 foregrip, and I'm going to fire a shot pattern right next to this. You'll see it's much shorter. That shortens it. Now, as you can see the difference. These shot patterns are random, but trust me, there's a difference. So, since SMG shift the side, you don't need it. Look how short, I mean, vertically, how short that MP5 shot group is. You don't need to shorten it anymore. What you need to do is bring it back to vertical. In fact, so to demonstrate this, Slick Soda, why don't you go ahead and, can you put a shift short real quick on your SMG?
Just a shift short?
Yeah, just put a shift short on it, and we'll see what happens with his shot group.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the FAL, and we'll get to the FAL in a sec, guys.
I'm going to shoot over on this side.
Copy that. All right, you see his shot group is much less horizontal, but again, these are random every time. It's going to make his shot group less horizontal. That's why you put shift short on your SMGs. We need it's getting dark here. Let's switch to night vision. You can see, yeah, it's less horizontal. That's why you always want to run shift shorts on your SMGs in this game. And now here's the problem. Let's swap to the FAL. Okay, so here I have a completely bone stock FAL. It shoots like a damn LMG. It shoots all over the place. Let's fire one more shot group, because these are so random every time. So that's a stock FAL. Just for comparison, I'll fire a stock Mark 18. See the difference? It fires like pretty vertical. I mean, not perfectly, because again, I have no parts on these. So here's my problem with the FAL, and I noticed this. You guys saw it when I was shooting that convoy, and my sight was just jerking everywhere. With every, let me go to my menu here. With every assault rifle in the game, you want to use a vertical grip, but people were suggesting use an angled grip with this one to keep down that lateral drift. So let's go ahead and move up to a 30-round magazine. We're going to move up to a 30-round so we can get a bigger shot group, and we're going to move to, instead of the V4, like I would do with any other rifle, we're going to move to the shift short. So it's completely stock, except now we have the shift short. We're trying to figure this out, is the thing. We're trying to figure out what's wrong.
Do you want me to run the V4? Do you want to run the V4 for a comparison?
Let me run a couple shot groups here. That's a good shot group. That's what an assault rifle... Okay, you go ahead. That's what an assault rifle group should look like.
Okay, this is with the V4 foregrip, so...
Look at that. It's all over the place. Look at that. Okay, now...
Okay, let's... One more just in case. Yeah, still the same thing.
Same
I don't
thing.
need to finish this. We already know.
all over the place. Now go ahead. I'm going to watch you. You swap to the shift short and we'll see what happens.
All right, here we go.
Because okay, go ahead. Yeah, I see he's got it on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say every assault rifle in the game needs the V4. For some reason, the FAL needs the shift short just to keep it under control. Okay, go ahead and fire. Yup. And he fires a vertical shot group. Now, one thing I want to put out there, in real life, this is not how it works. In real life, if you guys want to know, on my personal AR-15 in real life, I run a Magpul AFG2, which is actually in this game. I run the AFG2 on my actual real rifle. But in this game, on assault rifles, you have to run a vertical foregrip, except for the FAL. For some reason, you need to run a angled. So let's go ahead. So in that case, how would I set up an FAL? I would put your optics of choice, which is severely limited. For some reason, our optics are severely limited. I can't even run my comp.
If you can. Yeah, the Comp M4 is not in here, so if you want to run something really close-sighted, I would probably say the hollow or the panoramic. If you want to run something longer range, I would say probably the ACOG.
I'm running the EXPS.
Fair enough.
I have my own things I like. And then that we got to run the shift short. With the FAL, you have to run an angled grip, and the best of the angled grips is the shift short. On the rail, it doesn't matter. We're just going to run a laser sight. We can't run a rangefinder. Yeah, it's kind of limited. We can't run a rangefinder, so I'm going to run a laser sight. Barrels we can't change. And here we're going to put a compensator. This is the compensator V2 is going to really limit our recoil. I mean, it's going to make our recoil better. So here's the FAL set up the way I would have it chosen. Oops, let's swap to it. There we go. Now that's firing like an assault rifle. Unfortunately, it takes a shift short to make it fire like that. Let's fire a stock Mark 18 right next to that with no mods whatsoever. All right, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to mod the shit out of this Mark 18, which I thought was stock, but it's not. Okay, fair enough. So I swear I stripped it down. Well, I guess it just further illustrates the point. We're going to put my favorite optics. We're going to put, I don't know how I got the grip on it. We're going to put the, that's the grip I prefer. On the rail, we're going to put the rail option I prefer. And we're going to put a compensator on it. All right, there we go. So here's my preferred setup of the Mark 18. Next to my preferred set, you see right there, this group right here is my preferred setup of the FAL. Let's fire the Mark 18 next to it. Yeah, enough said. It's about 1/3 the height and almost completely vertical, and every bullet hole pretty much is in the same place. Slick Soda, you go ahead and take the podium and do what you want to do here.
I'm going to just go ahead and do this. Actually, I'm going to try it with the compensator, and I'm going to try the suppressor just out of curiosity.
Okay.
See the difference.
Yeah, we have a theory the suppressor might affect the FAL's fire group. It's a theory.
All right, so that's with the compensator. Let me go ahead and slap the suppressor on.
That's with an angled grip, obviously, right?
Yes, and then here's with the suppressor over here. The compensator looks like it's doing better.
The compensator does reduce recoil, although in this case it looks like it. I mean, yeah, that's why I use the comps, because they reduce recoil, but it looks like it made your shot group more vertical too, which.
Let's fire one more time, see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, these can be very random. Yeah, that's just anomaly. Okay, so that I count that up as an anomaly. Those two groups are close enough together. So the point is, I guess, this has been kind of a long thing here, but yeah, the point is the FN FAL for some reason requires an angled grip, whereas every other assault rifle in the game requires a vertical grip. Go figure. Just chalk it up to whatever kind of physics you want, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This has been a scientific process. We've been trying to figure this one out for a while, and that's pretty much it. And a lot of you guys have commented that, and that's why I decided to do this. And I brought a viewer along with me, is that the FN FAL does not shoot like other assault rifles. It shoots like a damn SMG or an L. Well, it shoots more like an SMG. It shoots all over the place until you treat it like an SMG. You put an angled grip on it, unlike every other assault rifle in the game. Slick Soda, do you have any closing thoughts?
If you're going to run the FAL, I would say probably run it more single shot, so you don't have to worry about all the recoil. So, probably my personal suggestion.
That's
been running it as a single shot.
That's a good observation, and if you guys will recall, when I ran the FAL against that convoy, I got sick of it fucking bucking off all wild, and when I put it on single shot just to keep it from bucking around. So that's a good point. I'm not sure. I think they messed something up with that rifle because it's the only assault rifle that shoots that way in this game. But yeah, he's got a good point. If you're going to use an FAL, run it on single shot. That said, it may be a good rifle, but in the end, just use one that already works, like the the one I'm holding. I strongly suggest the Mark 18. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Darkdally. I'm here with Slick Soda. We will catch you guys next time.